Aries Venus, this is your monthly love tarot reading. If you don't know your Venus sign, check a website like astrocharts.com. You just need to know your exact day and place of birth, but not the time. All right. My name's Podkane. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Oh, shit. All right. Good thing I'm not monetized. Aries Venus, what's going on with your relationship right now? When they see this, filming this in January, but whenever you see this, it applies. What's going on with Aries Venus's relationship right now? Get an oracle card to start us off. And I need to get better at not swearing right in the first minute. Okay. Sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, and idyllic times. The garden paradise looks good. Looks good so far. Okay. Let's get into your tarot reading. Aries Venus. You and I, monthly relationship reading. Oh, God. Aries Venus. Okay. One moment, please. Okay. All right. How are you showing up, Aries Venus? Justice reversed. Life's unfair. Situation's unfair. Knight of Coins. Something to do with unsteadiness. Four of Swords reversed as well. Very, very busy. Not getting enough rest. Not taking time out to think. Or reconsider situations. The Knight of Coins reversed also. It's just there's a lot of instability and imbalance. You know, I've got the Six of Cups. It's like a repeating pattern here for you. Let's see them, your person, Aries Venus's person in the situation. Five of Wands, very argumentative. Four of Wands reversed, not spending a lot of time at home. The Wheel of Fortune reverse, things are not going so well, but the Devil reverse, it's not as bad as it could be. They may be seeking to remove their ties to the situation. But with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's not possible. The timing's wrong. They're at a full stop right now with the Eight of Cups reversed. They're just creating more emotional havoc in the situation. What is this? This doesn't look like an idyllic time for you, Aries. All right, what is the issue at hand for Aries and their person right now? What is the situation at hand for Aries and their person? Eight of Swords. Trapped with the Emperor. Trying to take control, master the situation. Page of Cups. Lots of negative emotional messaging. So there's bad news afoot. And although, you know, it's a long time coming of the situation, you're still trying to get the upper hand somehow, despite the emotional turmoil. It may even be like a leadership issue where you're saying, I want to have control over this. They're saying, no, I need to go my own way. And they've got all kinds of ideas and things to say about it. But at the end of the day, they're still in the situation. They haven't just left because they haven't made peace with it emotionally. They're not ready to go. And so it's sort of like a battle of the wills happening right now where who's going to take control. What do you want, Aries? Aries Venus, what do you want to come from this situation? The Hierophant, you want some structure, you want leadership, you want someone to hear you and learn from you. You've got a lot of things to say about how you know what's best, and this is what we should be doing, and this is the path that we need to take and fall in line. What does their person want out of the situation? Ten of Swords reversed. Oh God. Six of Coins reversed. And Six of Wands. I mean, they will spend whatever type of money it takes to take charge or leadership. They want recognition. They are very unhappy with what is going on, and they, in a self-destructive way, they want to be unhappy with the Ten of Swords reversed, which is this, not the stab in the back, but the self-destruction. They're also, their spending seems to be out of control. But they want to be on their high horse about it and look proud and pretty to anyone who may be watching. And yeah, their expectations in life are pretty skewed if they want a reverse Nine of Cups to come across, to come to pass, which is, you know, dreams failed and thwarted. Oh, okay. Let's get some more info. What are your fears, Aries Venus? Temperance, a give and take. Ace of Coins, Knight of Swords. Something about the financial situation and you helping them. You just do not like the idea of having to offer up your resources towards them. You don't want to share it. You don't want to help them. You're not happy with a balanced situation. You want to win. You want to be in charge because you feel that you know best. King of Swords reversed at the base of the deck. I would suggest that you're pretty biased in the situation. I'm going to tell you how I see it. I don't know you. You can decide whether that's true or not, but that's what the cards are saying. What are their fears in the situation? Aries Venus's person's fears: Four of Coins, having to save, hold on, have little, have very little. They're afraid of being broke, and they're afraid of having to, of their own willpower and volition, take control. They're afraid of having to take action. They're lazy. They're lazy. And they just want an abundant, like, rich bitch lifestyle without having to put the work in. You couldn't be more different, I see here. But at the same time, you know, there needs to be a meeting of the minds here. I'm already seeing this where there's just two polar opposite takes to what's going on with your relationship with resources. There's a lot of resource cards here. And you're over here saying, I wouldn't dare help you pay off your student loans, or that's your problem. You got yourself into it. And they're like, I couldn't be bothered, and I would rather completely destroy myself. Is this person a Scorpio? I would rather completely destroy myself than take action to right the ship and start bringing in more income, or start saving and doing better with managing those resources and protecting, saving for the rainy day, or being more responsible with the outgoing money. But the Six of Coins reverse is probably one of the biggest cards there is for just blowing cash. So they get something out of it. They absolutely get something out of it. How do you see them right now, Aries Venus? How do you see them? King of Cups reverse, you see them as being emotionally immature, selfish. Queen of Cups reversed. Oh my God, they're emotionally fucking lunacy here. And then the Nine of Coins reversed. You see them as a dependent. Point blank period. You see them as a dependent person, dependent on your resources. cannot get by without you, don't have a responsible bone in their body, very emotionally volatile, where anytime this gets brought up, they're, raising their sticks around like, no, this is the way I want it. And they're running out of the house because they just don't want to argue with someone with intelligence. But they can't escape this situation as much as they might like to. There's a full stop here before the devil reverse, which is freeing oneself from the self-imposed restrictions and change of an addiction or a toxic cycle. They even though they would like to run from the situation, they just can't. And you definitely have taken some notice of that. And with the Queen of Swords reversed as well, it's my way or the highway mentality. They're just not willing to budge or compromise. How do they see you, Aries Venus? Three of Coins reversed. They see you as not being the master that you think you are, especially when it comes to financial matters, of having to work at something that is not your passion. Something about that is significantly important to them in this situation. What else? How else do they see Aries Venus? How else does their person see Aries Venus? The Chariot, Nine of Wands, highly defensive, controlling in a way that is proper management. There's other cards that could mean controlling in a way that's very destructive or toxic. But with the Nine of Wands, it's like you're very defensive. It's always like, I'm saying all of this and you're just like, nope, I'm absolutely not. It's a justice reverse. You're not willing to hear them out. You're too busy, concerned with trying to right the ship financially and get things to stable ground. And then we have, again, another coins card here with the Seven of Coins reversed. This would be taking a new perspective, looking at the situation very rationally and pragmatically, and then saying, okay, this isn't working. We need to scrap this and try something new. How can you better support them, Aries Venus? Queen of Coins. That's not what you wanted to hear. I'm 100% certain. But the way that you could better support them is to be nurturing, providing, stable, calm, teaching about resources, money, and finances, and providing resources, money, and finances, making an offer to do so. Three of Wands. I think with the Three of Wands, you need to have realistic expectations for them, because this emotional instability that you're calling out here, I don't necessarily see it from them here, but I do see that they are, trying at least to release themselves from this toxic cycle, but they haven't quite cracked the code yet. At the end of the day, it has to do with their fears about being seen as being impoverished or feeling impoverished. Their fears about having to consider they're relentless in the way that they constantly are wanting to improve their self-image by this expenditure of resources. And that's the crux of the situation for them. It's highly personal. You're not exactly wrong in the situation, although I think that your insight as to how it can be solved is it's not effective. It's just simply not effective. They want recognition. They want to feel proud. They're afraid of embarrassment. And even, let's see, the Ten of Swords. I mean, they'll do it at any cost nearly. I mean, they're very self-destructive. there's something going on here that's far, far deeper than just being immature and lazy. Although those elements are certainly present, beyond going further into this reading, just my own personal take on it, I'll throw it out there. They need to see the bright side of being frugal, pragmatic, practical, and action oriented. Something has to get them there. And until they get there, you're going to need to manage your expectations about what is possible for them. What can you ask for support with from them, Aries Venus? What can you ask for support with from them? Seven of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. They are Scorpio. Freaking values here is really hitting with me, but they don't have to be a Scorpio, but ask them to relate to you on a very honest level, that what's needed now more than anything is healing and being able to move past the past and different emotional dramas that have happened between you. And in order for that to happen, we don't need to be concocting strategies of deceit and revenge and vindictiveness. They can still hold to their truths and be honest and forthright without trying to manipulate and play games to get back at you or make you feel some kind of way. I think it's important that you try to explain, that you empathize with them. Whatever they're feeling is being shared with all these. You see, they're very emotional, right? Whatever feeling that they're trying to share, it's important that you validate it, even if you think it's immature or dramatic. Yeah. What are you learning about in this situation, Aries Venus? What are you learning about from this relationship at the moment? Seven of Cups reversed. Can we move these somewhere? Ooh. Okay. Seven of Cups reversed. Gaining clarity about the seriousness of insecurity and self-worth, and how that can you're gaining a whole new perspective on how that affects someone's life. You're learning from them, and self-worth and security may have not previously ever been a strong issue for you. Maybe you always had a strong sense of self, and I feel that your person does not. So because they're really seeking validation, they're spending all their money in the attempt to have people, they just don't understand where actual true self-worth comes from. And for whatever reason, it's important that you find that you understand more about how humans operate in this way, even through another person, rather than you experiencing it yourself. What are they learning about in this situation? Financial misappropriation and impropriety. What am I trying to say? Fucking up your own finances, being very wasteful with money, not having the skill or the will to do right with money, being lazy, resting on your laurels. It's going to just lead to defeat everywhere. I mean, and it's and heartbreak. Three of Swords. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is a blind spot for them, though, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which again is why you need to manage your expectations. They're in a battle of wills with you because it's not just about how they spend their money. It's so much more than that. Their sense of self is on the line. And this is a repeating pattern that they've gone through many, many times, even in relationships before you or in their childhood. So they could have a breakthrough with you, but that's not necessarily what's on the table at the moment. It's more about you're getting an opportunity to learn how this deeper issue of a lack of sense of self can manifest into a person who both is unwilling to act because they don't feel a sense of purpose, or when they do, they're afraid of it because it impels them to do something, and that means they have to do something, right? As well as wanting to use money and objects and clout chasing, I want to say, in the modern sense of, keeping up with the Joneses or showing off this or that new toy, or even just for their own private selves. That is what they have equated with their sense of self-worth. They do not know where it authentically comes from. What are you releasing in this situation? The Four of Cups. No, the Five of Cups reversed. Okay, what else? The Three of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Coins, okay. You're releasing a dependency mindset that you have to continue looking to the positive and at the same time, bitching about it to anyone who will listen. This has just kept you in an over-controlling, over-mothering state of mind where you want to manage someone's life, rescue someone, fix them, always seeing the best in them, but yet turning around and complaining about it and being like, they're such an idiot, they're so emotionally immature. Well, okay. Like that's something that, you need to work on, is letting that toxic cycle go where you can't reconcile their potential with what they're actually doing. And therefore you're seeing the best in them and then just complaining about it at the same time. That's where the Justice reverse is coming from, straight up. Being fair-minded and rational about this person would lead you to understand that, they may have potential, but at the moment they are far below where you are as far as self-identity in this case. There could be other things at play that aren't being spoken to here, but idyllic times, that's where that comes from. You're just ideal. You're focused on an ideal of what you think they could be, their potential, without facing it to the reality that they do not have a sense of self. They do not have a strong sense of self. I want to get a card for maybe what's going to take for them to get that, but what are they releasing right now? What is Aries Venus's person releasing right now? Not much. Seven of Coins, waiting, hoping things will work out. Strength reverse, impatience, the Star, hope, healing. They're slowly becoming more resigned to the state of things. They're coming to terms with the fact that this is going to take longer than they hoped to get what they wanted, that recognition, and what exactly were they hoping for? The Page of Coins, just better financial opportunities. They haven't yet realized that it is down to their action, their choices, their liberty of the situation. They're waiting on someone else to do it for them. They're waiting on you or the universe or fate to liberate them. And you've shown up with that Empress reverse that we saw. That's your personality type. I'll tell you what to do. Listen to me. I've got the tea, you know. The Hierophant. I'm the wise teacher. I'm the leader. I have all the answers. Okay. What's it going to take for their person to recognize and transform this situation for themselves? What's it going to take? Okay, let me get... Magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. Attraction sparks pursuit. Something's going to have to spark them up to get them off their ass and start looking for their sacred purpose. Otherwise, it's all just material matters and the banal, the base, the surface level of life. There's nothing that they've quite found yet that really inspires them to action. And fate being, it's a matter of time and not action or choice. It's a matter of fate and not choice, unfortunately. Transformational. Through learning, shift your perspective and evolve beyond your limits. Let's get some in the shadows cards from Aries Venus's person. Let's get some things that they would like to say to them or their innermost thoughts. You can't come with me. What else do they want to say but have not or cannot? What's their innermost thoughts? I couldn't tell you face to face, right? I don't know what to say. Sometimes I hear your voice. Okay. At the end of the day, they're very ignorant of their own inner workings. They haven't done much introspection, if any, in their life, and not particularly not about this circumstance. And sometimes I hear your voice. I take that to mean that they are looking for you to be their inner voice, you to be their guidance, you to be their mother, their father, their leader, their guru, their president, their preacher. They're fucking clueless. They're clueless. Okay. What does their higher self want to tell you about the connection? You speak to me through music. What does Aries Venus's higher self want to tell them about the connection? I feel you even though we are apart. I'm afraid to contact you. It's my fault, but I blamed you. I think that on a soul level, they know that there's something powerful about this connection. It's beyond what I was saying previously on the surface level of, you know, they want you to parent them or tell them what to do. They're afraid to flounder, fail, go their own way to some extent. I don't know. I think that on the higher self soul level, there's some kind of understanding that you're here for the moment and not the lifetime. You know, take that. It's up to you. Of course, this is just tarot reading, just some cardboard. But that you have something to learn from them. They are on a longer journey of self-discovery, and you're seeing the example of what that lack of self-worth and self-image can do to a person and how that plays out, and you're seeing that in a very intimate way. Can we get some advice? That's it. Let me just get one of these cards too, and if we can clarify any further for Aries Venus about this relationship. Too busy. You use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. I and being needy. I mean, that's the you're too busy, they're too needy, right? And you just don't care to invest in them because they are on such a you're ambivalent towards them. You don't care to invest in them because they are still lacking in self-worth and purpose. I just put it to you, if you want to find someone in future who has a lot of self-worth and purpose, you're going to need to start seeing people for where they are right now instead of idealizing their potential, because that's what's got you here. Final advice. Okay, these are always good. Final advice for Aries Venus. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Yeah, I think you just need to tell them like it is. Tell them like it is. Not that you haven't already, but in light of all of this, that, you know, here's what I understand about you. You know, it's beyond what you've already said to the exhaustive point of not being heard and not being listened to, about how you spend too much money and on the wrong things, and you don't have any ambition or motivation. It's because you don't have a sense of purpose, and nothing has lit you up to feel highly motivated to take action because it's not worth it. And you're using all these material purchases and surface level things because you don't know who you actually are. You need to start introspecting. You need to start watching tarot, doing the personality tests. When you have an impulse thought, when you have all these ideas, start thinking about why you had them in the first place and what emotionality led you to that, or what childhood trauma or whatever it is. But you need to tell them straight up like it is, that you see it from a new perspective now, and that honestly, I'm too busy. I'm ambivalent towards you. You're not playing out to my expectations. You're not ideal. You're not ideal. And it's taking you far too long to figure this out. And that's the tea. So, Aries Venus, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. If you like that, it would really help me so much if you liked or subscribed. I also do these readings monthly. I do rising sign readings monthly, and I also have pick a cards and other things coming soon. Until I see you next time, good luck. Bye.